in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Santa Clara. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw right away, here's Milrose. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 79 Broncos.
Out of the gun, it's Milrose. Got room past the 35. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. 18 yards on the pickup there. 1st down, Seattle.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Man in motion is Smith.
Hey! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolf. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing now, Milrose on 1st down. That one swung out wide to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
That's already 2 catches for this guy. We haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4.
Check, Panther, let's go now.
The first carry for the Spartan, Kenneth Walker. And he will get into the end zone. Kenneth Walker, touchdown Seattle. And touchdown lucky number 13 on the season. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35. Yard line.
I should probably shout it here, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got a chip. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap, you pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers, pay my bills. All the books, you be all the dope.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. That's the man from Oregon. This is Jordan James. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding. Rourke going to throw it here on 3rd down. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. And even 30 yards. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They run out of the gun, and here's James. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. It was Andre Cisco there to bring him down.
A 3-yard pickup.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. From the gun, here is Rourke. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
The 16-yard line.
They'll throw with Rourke. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Emanwari. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Play action, it's Milroe. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
This is a great example of why it's so critical that on defense, everybody does their job. You got a free hit blitzer coming right at the quarterback, but because they don't contain him in the pocket, they allow him to escape, and it doesn't allow that blitz to get home.
60 Eagles. 19 Chargers, 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
Ready. Here's Milroe to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. Michael Williams getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
And 13.
Viking 18. Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
Michael Dixon to punt for the Seahawks. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, it is Rourke. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Straight ahead, it's James, and he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, it sets up third down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll come up to third and 3. To the air, it's Rourke. He'll air it out down the middle, and that is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
And a pretty good punt there. Fair catch, taken right around the 11-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
Get it. 70 Timber. Go, Reed. Go. Hey, smash. Ready, ready.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Forced out wide, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again. It's second and 10.
Let's go now.
The RPO, that one is complete. Finding space at the 40. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 73 yards. Touchdown, Seattle.
The kicker on.
A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
first and 10. Work. Quick throw here is complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And I feel beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
A run with James. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, work. They set up the screen to James. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Here's Work. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
At the 28-yard line.
It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with 1st and 10. To throw is Work. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass ball's incomplete.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
To the air once more. It's Work. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Work. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So Chase McLaughlin will come in, and they'll try a field goal. He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the 49ers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
Nice, ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready,
So,
break.
from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
Cougar 19.
Throwing is Milrow. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Third down, 3 to go.
Ready. Panther 60. Panther 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
From the gun, it's Milrow. He's got a man. That's Horton. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Ready.
On second down, Milrow. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
Back. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Mustang 19. Ready.
Now Milrow. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Dixon now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. This is going to be a beauty. Touchdown at the 2-yard line.
Ready up.
Work to throw on 1st down. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's going to take this up to the 17-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Work. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to have this one up near the 28. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
They'll go with James. And he finds some daylight up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Quick throw there on the RPO is broken up. And no time to get the separation there. So the incompletion is going to bring up 3rd down.
And really what stands out to me the most in this first half, Mike, is just there's very little separation among these receivers downfield. The quarterback has to throw into a lot of tight windows, contested catches, and they continue to do a nice job separating the ball from the man.
Here's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. That's caught. Left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, here is Rourke. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
We'll run up the middle with James. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a couple. They'll stick to the run, and it's James again. Stewart's forward for maybe a yard. Nicky Manwari is there to make the play.
A gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Looking to keep a promising drive alive in his 3rd and a yard. They'll throw with Rourke. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. Rourke going to throw for it here. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th. They wind up turning it over on down.
On the jump. Tag.
They'll throw on 1st down with Milroe. They'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment.
Ready, set.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They go play action now with Milrow. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready. Viking 18. Check smash. Check smash. Check, 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 check. $60 Bison. Ready.
Out of the gun. It's Milrow. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop at 45 seconds to go until halftime. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Get it. Back to 60. Hop 70. Hop 70. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Go check. Go check. Ready, ready.
Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
They've got it at the 8. First down and goal.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18. 5 in.
Now it's Milrow. Quick throw, taken in. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Chop alert.
Here's Walker. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
No gain on the play.
And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. The Seahawks going to bring their kicker out and try a field goal. This about as short as you can get. His kick is good. And the Seahawks will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball's going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Go! 7 Pirates, 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Come on, boys.
Rourke. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. On the ground, it is James to start the drive. Not much there, maybe a yard.
the tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Set. Nice. Bravo 80.
To the air. It's Rourke. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
3rd down and 9. Now, Rourke. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
49ers 10.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
46-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Milrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Get it. Cowboy 80.
From the shotgun, it's Milrow. Open man, left side, he's got it. 14 yards on that pass play there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Ready, ready.
On play action, Milrow. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Let's go. Cougar 19.
Throwing is Milrow. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Corey Horton. Touchdown Seahawks.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Let's go. Hawks 70. Hawks, let's go.
They'll start on the ground with James. He's inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Jordan James. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25.
It's a gain of 40.
So a big one there to start the drive. An even 40 yards.
40 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
Panther Street. Panther Street. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Go check. Go check.
Up the middle they go. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 21, here's second down and 6.
Ready? Hey, 70 Lions. Ready, ready?
Shotgun run now with Walker. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. And this is third down.
Here we go, here we go. 19 tight. Bronco 80. Ready?
From the gun, it's Milroe. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
First down, Seahawks.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
On first and 10, it's Milroe. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Go play action now with Rourke. And is open middle of the field. It is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Rourke now on first and 10. He'll swing this out to James. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up second and
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's second and 2.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Out of the gun, it's a throw by Rourke. Daniil Hunter. He gets in for the sack, and it's going to push him up the career leaderboard. Moves past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's Rourke. He's got his man, complete to Pearsall. A pickup of 15 in the air. First down, 49ers.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Throwing on second down. Work. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Third down, they need 5. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts to talk things over before third down. Borg looking to throw again. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick
Both
off.
teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Third. Right there.
On the handoff, this is Walker. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3.
32-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ready, set.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Like.
Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Taken down at the 33-yard
Nice job by the
line.
running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2. 60 by 70. 70. 18, Pioneer. Panther 11, Panther 11. Cup 19, Cup 19.
On third down, Milrow. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. first and 10. Work. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Daniil Hunter in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
Ready up.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Ready.
From the gun, here is Rourke. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
3rd and long. To throw is Rourke. He'll air this one out for Watkins. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Ready. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Down the field, offense. Go.
They'll go. And here's Rourke. And he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked. And they will turn it over on down.
So here as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's 4th down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on 4th down.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. No. Go.
They run with Walker. Finding space at the 15. And he'll take this one in. Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing on 1st and 10, it's Rourke.
Great timing and anticipation. The second the tight end's head turned around, the quarterback put the ball on him, and now it's, hey, let's see who wants to tackle this big guy and bring him to the ground.
Rourke will throw on 2nd down. The man, that is Jordan Watkins. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
45-yard line.
Ready, break. Come 19. Come 19.
Rourke. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, Next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more. It's Rourke. Look at that one to James. It's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
23 yards.
A gain there of 23 yards. First down, 49ers.
That's a 22-yard line.
To throw it once more, here is Rourke. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kick is good. Makes the score Seahawks 38, 49ers 27. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, set.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. They go play action now with Milroe. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Man in motion is Smith.
Broncos switch. Broncos.
They'll run here with Walker. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Seattle.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready.
On the ground, it's Walker. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18.
From the shotgun, it's Milroe. Looking middle, and there is Horton. He's to the 15, and he will score. Corey Horton, touchdown Seattle. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
Work now on 1st and 10. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Going left side down the field, and it's complete. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. He'll throw with Rourke. He'll find the open man. That's Watkins. And he's in! Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, 49ers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tag! 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Cougar 19.
Here's a handoff to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Okay, break. Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther Street, Panther Street. Hurt, hurt.
Now Walker. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second and 10.
Let's go. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Okay, ready?
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively.
70 range.
It's
70
third down. And that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Here we go. Check. Cowboy 80. Dragon 60.
We'll try and throw for it with Milrow. taking a shot downfield for Smith.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that fourth down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time fourth down stop.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To the air, it's Rourke. Well, put on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull any sort of comeback.
Hey! Steady!
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah. Hey, check that.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes 3rd down.
Check smash. Check smash.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. This will not do the trick. They've stuffed him behind the line. 4th down coming up. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here's 1st down. Now, Rourke. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 30. And the 49ers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Rourke now on 1st and 10. A ball deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
To the air now, 2nd down, and here is Rourke. He's going to look downfield once again.
Everybody in that defensive huddle just continues to remind themselves, you know they're going to take shots. They're going to try to throw the ball over your head and see if they can generate a big play. So continue to defend it just like they did there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.